detected. The disguise you have worn for so long has been made visible. All the layers of pretense, each deceptive expression an adopted persona. Every lie that's left your lips on its mission to paint a more desirable picture of yourself, revealed. Transcribed in context, laid bare beside the truth, the real truth. The truth that has no concept of you, and that you clearly have no concept of. Guilty. Ignoble. Fraudulent. Lacking the faintest evidence of integrity, honor, the capacity for change. Devoid of morals, of morality itself. The ugly hidden motives, desires, fears, hung by ropes in public, a display of all that is hated in us, in you. 1,000 scarlet letters draped upon your neck, weighing you down to the point of collapse. Testimony of witnesses, victims of the treacherous nature of your character, recited until you cannot remember what your lies were to begin with. A parade of accusers, each one free to rip the secrets out of your life and damn you for their conception. Curse you for their execution. This world is full of your hollow creations, each a falsehood, a plot against reasonably honest people. The Tower of Lies, seen for what it is, a perversion of acceptable behavior, the unrepentant damaging of all involved in any association with you. Every action, conscious or other, with the intent to deceive. Every idiosyncrasy of fabrication, purposeful or not. Every opportunity for clarity that you turned away from. The path of those turns ends here. Guilty. What are you? What you are. Lies. The countless masks, shifting shape and color, worn without shame. For what is shame to you? Being caught? Then perhaps it is shame that you think you feel now. In relation to our greater understanding of its meaning, it is a shallow imitation. But imitator is what you are, and everything that you do or say, these are also imitations. All are necessary, all are required. To get what you want when you want and how you want, you will do anything. Say anything, be anything, and anyone. Monster, savior, all the grays in between. Liar, thief, betrayer of innocence and goodness. Embodiment of selfishness. Paragon of situational inhibition and artifice. Corrupt and foul and crass and ruthless. Without remorse, without heart. Guilty. Now viewed for the first time in all the light we can bear to cast upon you. Every tragic flaw examined and seen for what it is. As close as anyone dare look at your lowly deeds and twisted appearance. Thought reflected in flesh, ugly, sickly, and bent. Weak and despised. Coward. Judgment in this situation is easy. Circumstances beyond that judgment are less so, but that is our remaining burden. The judges of you are all of us that have been poisoned by your toxic insincerity. Your web of casual untruths and crafted misdirection reaches further and deeper than the most grandiose and grotesque fantasies we as humans could imagine, until now. It damages the world in ways that cannot be measured, cannot be repaired. An ill wind that turns fact into dust. Relentless deformer of futures, but we have uncovered you. Everything that you have done, we know about. Every dirty, disgusting fingerprint left by your greedy hands is now on display. You have been found out. We know, all of us know. Everything that you are guilty of. Influence, action, inaction. Guilty, guilty, guilty. It is you. It was always you. walking among the unsuspecting, a shroud of filth obscured. The disgusting dreams barely hidden within your sick mind. Confess. Tell us out loud what we already know. Confess. Portray some trace of remorse so that we may find solace in your sentencing, having recorded the last of your lies to ever see the light of day. There is little satisfaction in condemning an animal. Make us believe that you are human. Give the victims of your wretched existence some modicum of closure. Admit your life, and all that it has entailed. Each crime against us. Guilty. There is no precedent for this judgment, as we had been foolish enough to underestimate the willingness of one to commit so much evil for so little reason. Now we are unwillingly part of this. We damn as we must, not for our protection, for we have already been ruined. Against vindictive impulses we stay the hand of the executioner, for the damned were never truly alive, and must remain as such. Death would be a mercy we cannot and should not grant. Beyond admission, no words need be offered. It is too late to weave any more tales. The pit awaits you, and we will not mourn your absence. The deepest and darkest hole, deeper than we have ever had to dig, this is where you belong. Shut away from humanity, out of our sight, where even the devil may not care to wander. Far away where you cannot harm anyone anymore. Where God's eyes can no longer be offended. The heavy-limbed and fruited tree of malignant narratives has been uprooted, cast into the fire. Though we choke on the ash and smoke, it is burning and will burn into nothing. Dragged into the darkness of history. With the damage done, there is no happiness in this room. Justice brings no peace and healing cannot occur. The aftermath of your life has ruined the best of ours, cast a shadow on all our tomorrows. Tainted the present, turned the future into this period of rebuilding on a foundation of doubt. Distrust and fear and weakness are your children. Guilt is your legacy and isolation your reward. It, and you, will go on forever. Damned. Guilty.